Hey everybody, today is Tuesday, June 23rd, and day number 54 on my 120-day real estate investing challenge using the Short Sales Riches program. I just finished up a webinar that was put on by Jason Medley from iVisionary Financial. I'll tell you what, this guy is fantastic. Jason is, I actually met him out in Vegas. He's a great guy. He partners with Nathan and Chris with the Short Sales Riches program. He's a transactional funder. Now, a transactional funder lends you money for one day. Basically, the charge for that is a $500 processing fee and 2 points on the money that they lend to you. So that's what, using transactional funding is what allows you to do this business, the A to B, B to C closings, without using any of your own money. Because as you know, you can't use the C buyer's money. Before, they would do simultaneous closings. The difference between a simultaneous and a double close, a lot of people don't understand. A simultaneous close used to take place. You're saying used to, and it probably still does in some places, but you really shouldn't be doing it. It's when you're using the end buyer's money. So you set up a closing for the same day, A to B, B to C. Well, the money for the C, the end user who's buying the house, gets wired into the escrow account. You don't really have to show up with any money to buy A to B because you're using the end buyer's money. And that's kind of a gray area. I don't know that it's quite illegal, per se, but it's certainly a gray area, and I know a lot of companies title companies aren't willing to do that anymore. So to avoid any problems down the road or any hang-ups with any of these double closings, that's why it's suggested to use your own cash to fund out the A to B closing, completely close it out, or if you don't have it, use transactional funding. So it's 2 points on the money, $500 processing fee. But the point is, that's a double closing, not a simultaneous closing. So a few questions came in about that. I figured I would answer that. But Jason was talking about Countrywide. Very interesting thing going on with the Bank of America, aka Countrywide. They're sending along with their short sale approval letters basically a bullet point saying that you can't sell this house for 30 days. You cannot resell this home. Well, obviously that doesn't work for us. We're selling it on the same day. Most of us are using transactional funding. Most of us don't have the kind of cash, at least now anyway, to pay out the first closing. And I think I just got bit by like 3 mosquitoes outside. But anyway, the point is, that's the reason for transactional funding. And if Countrywide is sending this, making it a part of their approval, the title companies are saying, we're not going to insure it. Because think about it. Even if the double close wasn't going to happen at the same time, the title company is not going to insure that because they don't know and they can't control. You could leave the closing here and go sell it 10 minutes later or 10 days later. And they don't want to be on the hook for that. So what they're actually recommending now is to really think closely. Almost came out and said, don't deal with Countrywide anymore. I mean, just turn the deal down, which sucks, man, because there's so many of them out there. But think about it. If we can't do the deal anyway, what good is it going to do? And I guess it's just something that's going to have to be looked through because out of my 4 deals, 2 of them are with Countrywide. So that's not good. And the 5th one, which I'm hoping to get the next day or 2, is IndyMax. So I heard good and bad things about them. And the one out in PA, which I'm hoping to get early next week, is Wells Fargo. But again, I mean, what do you do when you come across a deal and then you find out that it's Countrywide or Bank of America? You just say no? Maybe. I'm looking at different options. Maybe you can have 2 different title companies. So you have one to close the first A to B, and then a second title company to close the B to C. I don't even know if that's an option, but I'm looking into it. But anyway, iVisionary Financial. I'm not even sure if that's his website or not, but great guy. I'll put a link up on the blog to him as well. So guys, have a great night. We'll check in tomorrow. Take care and stay away from Countrywide. See you later.